Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for crypto news and interviews. Guys, big news today. Apple CEO Tim Cook confirmed that he holds cryptocurrencies. We're also going to talk about big news with Ripple and XRP. Ripple is going to launch what's called the Liquidity Hub. I want to break that down. Why is it bullish and what does it mean? Also, we have huge regulation news. We got some insight on what's happening in DC with the politicians and the regulators regarding the infrastructure bill and what's upcoming next. And apparently, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong met with Gary Gensler in the SEC not too long ago, and it sounds like it went well. So I want to break all of this down for you guys, and once again, what we may see coming up. Before we get to it, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin Crypto Exchange, where you can buy, sell, and trade your favorite cryptocurrencies, and you don't have to pay high fees. OKCoin charges low fees. You can also stake your crypto and keep 100% of the rewards. There are no fees. So be sure to sign up, link in the description. Let's take a look at the market here with the prices. Bitcoin right now over $67,000, cooling off a little bit after its big pump that we saw yesterday. Hitting 68,000. And of course, I think, as I mentioned yesterday, we're headed to maybe 70 to 75,000. Then we see a pullback, then a move upward. So at this point, it's a waiting game. Let's see what happens. The week is still early. Maybe we see some activity tomorrow or Thursday or Friday for that matter. And we'll see where Bitcoin goes. But nevertheless, macro level, we're on track, guys. And here, Tech Dev, he just called out something. He said Bitcoin on the 2-hour chart, 70K when this flag breaks. So right now, a little bit of a pullback, and it'll break, and then we'll head to 70,000. Plan B tweeted the following: like clockwork with an updated stock to flow model, showing we are still on track, my friends, to that 100K price point, potentially higher than 100K, of course. There is the stock to flow model X, which is predicting 288,000. Certainly, the higher that Bitcoin's price goes, the more money will trickle down into altcoins, which usually have higher gains than Bitcoin. So we want Bitcoin to do well because we're so early in the adoption curve that we need Bitcoin to move as high as possible with as much price gains, and that will flow into altcoins. Now, here's a very interesting chart from Blockworks. It was actually data compiled from the World Bank and crypto.com. Internet versus crypto adoption, showing where we are right now headed into 2022. And it's very much mirroring the internet adoption in the 90s. Now, that's just the 90s, right? we know in the 2000s and then the 2010s, we saw massive adoption, faster, rapid pace. And I think crypto will be adopted faster because we're building on a faster, better infrastructure than dial-up days of the 90s, right? So hope you understand that. But you can see here, we are still early, and this is why I keep saying that, guys, in the adoption curve. I know from a price point, some people are like, oh man, I'm so late and blah, blah, blah. But if you have a macro level view, you're looking at this thing from like a 10-year perspective, there's a lot of money to be made here. So as I've said before on this channel, guys, I'm taking profits at the peak of this bull run. I am holding a lot of crypto long-term, lending it, earning interest, and I'm also staking crypto. And there's some I'm just not going to sell. I'm going to hand down to my daughter and so forth. So I'm looking at it long-term that in the bull run of 2024, I'm going to fill my bags in the bear market again and add to my supply and wait for that bull market in 2024, guys, and beyond that, right? Because if you just look at if you got into Google or Amazon in the early 90s or mid 90s, you had to wait a while, right, to see some really significant gains. Same thing with crypto. While we're making gains right now, there's going to be much more coming as this thing continues to take off. If you just look at the two models for the internet here versus crypto, I think you'll see what I'm talking about. Check this out. Apple CEO Tim Cook revealed he owns Bitcoin and Ether, but says the investment was from a personal point of view and that he has no plans to buy either of them for Apple. Now, here's the thing. He's saying that But if inflation continues and gets worse, they have a huge cash stockpile. I can see them backtracking on this easily and putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Now, I think the big thing we need to anticipate here is they're going to accept crypto payments, because we saw earlier in the year, I think it was in May, they were looking to hire a digital currency expert. So it wouldn't surprise me if they start accepting crypto for payments. I think we're going to see that from Google and all the big players, guys. Here's a clip of him talking about it, and I'll play it here for you guys.
Do you own crypto and any Bitcoin or Ethereum? Would you play around with this?
I do. Yeah, I think it's reasonable to own it as a part of a diversified portfolio. And I'm not giving anybody investment advice, by the way.
When did you get interested in it?
I've been interested in it for a while, and I've been researching it and so forth. And so I think it's interesting.
Pretty bullish in my opinion. He said, I think it's reasonable to own it as part of a diversified portfolio. And we're seeing that across the board. Hedge funds, investment firms, corporates, everybody's taking a position, even people in government, right? I'm going to be interviewing Senator Cynthia Lummis soon, and she holds Bitcoin. And we know other people in Congress that hold Bitcoin and crypto. So very bullish statements, high profile endorsement of crypto. Not that you and I need this, but rather other people in the tech sectors, a CEO, and a lot of the people who are not really, looking at crypto and researching it, but this may trigger something for them to go look at it, right? Hey, the CEO of Apple owns crypto when he said it's good to have it in your portfolio. That statement's going to carry a lot of weight, right, guys? All right, this news is bullish. Ripple previews Liquidity Hub to allow customers to buy, sell, and hold crypto assets. This is very, very interesting, guys. And I'm going to read through all the details because I want to make sure you guys have all the information here, but it is pretty bullish. So today, Ripple, the leading provider of enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions, previewed Ripple Liquidity Hub, a new solution for enterprise customers, which will be launched in 2022. Ripple Liquidity Hub will allow customers to seamlessly access crypto assets from a variety of global venues, including market makers, exchanges, OTC desks, and the future of decentralized venues. The product will support turnkey integration and smart order routing to source digital assets at optimized prices, giving customers the ability to easily buy, sell, and hold crypto assets. The GA launch will support Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Cash, and XRP. Availability will vary by geography. So clearly, they put that statement there because XRP is under a lawsuit. It may not be available in the United States, but overseas it will. With plans to expand more tokenized assets. In the future, Ripple plans to add additional features such as support for staking and yield generating functionalities. This is huge, guys. And what's interesting is that it's not for like retail. This is for enterprises, for institutions. So this is, like I said, very bullish. Let me give you some more details. For nearly 2 years, Ripple has leveraged Liquidity Hub for internal liquidity management as part of its on-demand liquidity product, powering millions of transactions worth billions of dollars. Now, Ripple will make the product available for its hundreds of customers globally, as well as any financial institutions, banks, fintechs, or corporates who need support preparing for an inevitable crypto-first world. Very bullish statements, guys. Now, I want to give you some statements from Ashish Burla, who broke the news this morning on Twitter. And let me give you the details. Introducing Ripple Liquidity Hub, a one-stop shop for enterprises to source any tokenized asset. Yes, really, for your customers from liquidity venues like market makers, centralized and decentralized exchanges, etc., compete with streamlined API, optimized pricing, and smart routing. He continued here saying, we've been using this product internally for nearly 2 years to source XRP liquidity from the broader market for ODL flows and now making it available to our customers as well as any enterprise ready to be part of the inevitable crypto first future. Liquidity Hub opens for GA in 2022, starting with XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ethereum Cash, varying by jurisdiction, which plans to add other tokenized assets like NFTs and capabilities like staking and yield generation. This is just the beginning. Very bullish, guys, and XRP is going to be part of this, of course. And I like that they're using other assets, because a lot of these banks and different players that they work with, they're going to dabble in Bitcoin and Ethereum and so forth. This is why I always say, don't be a maximalist. Look at the opportunities out here. There's opportunities to make money. You put all your eggs in one basket, that's high risk. Yes, it may be a gamble where it pays off well, but diversification is very important. And I'll give an example. Look, nobody foresaw the SEC suing Ripple, and obviously that hurt the price of XRP. So if you are only holding that, you're not in a great spot. But if you're holding other assets, the gains on the other assets help make up for the losses on the one you were betting on. So this is why, once again, diversification is very important. Now, Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, replied to Ashish Burla's tweet saying, "Today, we announced a new product at Ripple Swell, Liquidity Hub. Any enterprise that wants to offer crypto to their customers, you can source tokenized assets from Ripple via Liquidity Hub, soon to come next year." So very bullish, guys. And I'm going to be interviewing Ripple's Monica Long as well as David Schwartz this month. So I will ask them about this and how this is going to work, and all the ins and outs and the functionality and so forth. But I think this is very bullish news. Now, here's something interesting from Kate Rooney at CNBC. She said, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong says on Q3 call that he met with SEC Chairman Gary Gensler last week, called it very productive. Remember he called out the SEC, and the SEC was threatening to sue them for if they launch their Coinbase lending. Let's see what's going on, guys. Let's see what's going on here. Is Gensler folding a little bit? I don't know. We just have to wait and see, but sounds like something good coming out of there. And I know Brian clearly took the stance of, hey, the SEC is acting shady. He called them out. So this is very, very big, in my opinion. Now, Ron Hanman, who works as the Director of Government Relations at the Blockchain Association, had some great updates here from the DC perspective around crypto. He said this week in Congress and crypto, reinforcements are beginning to arrive in DC. The infrastructure bill was a major wake-up call for the crypto industry to be more active in DC. Like many industries, there are growing pains associated with this growth. Few observations. The amount of firms hiring is staggering, but the talent pool is limited. Finding people with government experience and understand crypto is tough. That is because it is a new issue in DC. There have been great hires made by Consensus, Stellar, Coinbase, Square, and DeFi Education Fund. He says here, the old saying goes, rising tides lift all boats. And the good lobbyists regularly coordinate with one another and make sure they have the best strategy to reach success. This sort of coordination is the reason why the industry put up such a good fight during the infrastructure. Now, I do feel they could have been better, right? But hey, better late than never. They're getting it right now. On the other hand, we are starting to see some folks who are new to the DC scene try to get in for a quick buck or clout on social media. Many staffers have lamented to me and CoinDesk about how this is hurting advocacy efforts as it is self-serving. He says another bad trend is companies attacking each other in DC. While they are competitors to each other in the marketplace in DC, we are all in this together. For sure, like the companies need to come together, guys, because it's us against them. If we are divided among ourselves, we're not going to get anywhere. So attacking your competition in DC will only result in bad policy and a bad perception of the industry as a whole on the Hill. To end on a positive note, there's a lot of excitement in DC regarding crypto. Young staffers and policymakers are keen to learn more, it is important the image and advocacy that groups like Coin Center and Blockchain Association have built in DC remain strong for years to come. For those looking to build out their policy teams, my advice would be to check in with those crypto groups who have an established presence in DC and candidly ask, what is the best approach? We all work together, and it is in everyone's best interest to get the right people in DC. Guys, I know this is like not sexy news, it's not the price, but this is important. This is going to lead to more adoption and the government allowing the innovation to foster, because this type of activity and work is what's going to help to curb what the hell Gary Gensler is trying to do in grabbing more power. We know he wants the treasury job. So we need these crypto companies, Ripple, Coinbase, all these other folks, Circle, to come together, be one unit, and go start lobbying the hell out of regulators and politicians in DC. That's how the game's played, right? And the good thing is we're seeing more people in Congress opening their eyes to crypto and understanding it. We need more. We still got ways to go, right? And we need comprehensive regulations to be passed. We don't need Gensler and the SEC going after everybody, shaking down companies in the crypto market. Guys, NYDIG, as I keep saying, keep your eye on them. Look at what they're doing. Bitcoin is coming to the hospitality industry, powered by NYDIG. Our partnership with Landry's Inc., which is the owner-operator of more than 65 brands with over 600 locations internationally, represents a significant milestone toward expanding access to Bitcoin and will allow more people to benefit from the asset class in more ways. They are making or building massive infrastructure on and off ramps for almost every industry, banks, credit unions, obviously hospitality. Guys, it's amazing what's happening. This is not making the big CNBC headlines or Fox Business headlines, but let me tell you, this is bullish, and there's huge people connected. There's Ben Lawsky and a whole bunch of other big time Wall Streeters, lots of money. So I hope you guys are paying attention. Follow them on Twitter. I have nothing to do with them. I'm not connected. I'm trying to get an interview with these people, but I like how they're operating. They're not like doing the massive press releases and big headlines. You don't hear too much from a PR standpoint, but they are building like crazy, and they're building massive integrations and rails for crypto with all types of vendors and industries. It's pretty bullish. Here, Compass Mining launches resale market for Bitcoin mining equipment. Compass Mining, if you guys recall, we talked about what they were doing with Bitcoin mining with the Navajo Nation and on the reservations, the Bitcoin mining on the reservations and so forth. So Compass Mining is starting an eBay for ASICs as the prices for miners rise. This is a huge market, and I think this is a smart move for them. A lot of people are getting into mining now, especially with the stigma removed with China controlling the hash rate at one point. We know there's a Bitcoin mining boom in the United States, so this is pretty cool. Finally, Palantir expecting big things from new crypto security software. An executive for the analytics giant said he thinks Palantir's Foundry product will be a massive accelerant for crypto companies on its third quarter earnings call. Very, very interesting here, guys. We're seeing just massive white glove service being built for crypto, the same way it's built for the traditional financial markets. So earlier this year, Palantir, a data and analytics firm co-founded by billionaire Peter Thiel, who we know is a Bitcoin bull. Obviously, the guy was at PayPal, made a lot of money, an early investor in Facebook and so forth, released its Foundry software to serve the cryptocurrency market. Here's a quote: "We are super excited about Foundry for crypto," said Sankar during, and this is their chief operating officer, Shyam Sankar, their earnings call, saying, "We think we're going to be a massive accelerant for cryptocurrencies," adding that its clients are welcome to pay us in crypto. Palantir sees itself being a fit for crypto firms that require industrialized compliance solutions. The company said it is leveraging its anti-money laundering and know your customer expertise for potential crypto exposed clients. Guys, they are building all the bells and whistles for the mass adoption. And a lot of this is not just for like retail, like you and I. This is for massive corporates, institutions, and so forth. And once again, I know this is almost like boring news. It's not Bitcoin pumping to 70K or XRP going to $3, right? But this is what's going to lead to that. And I hope you guys understand the building of the infrastructure that's taking place that will allow more capital to flow into this market, more people to be investing, using, spending crypto. And the big players are looking to bring their billions of dollars and trillions into the crypto market. But you need the protections, the security, the data, the analytics, the white glove service. That is what is happening here. So don't miss it. And look at the big names. Look at the people who are building in the internet, who are building in the tech boom. They're now building in crypto. If you guys haven't seen my interviews playlist, I have it titled Internet Pioneers and Entrepreneurs Now in Crypto. So guys like, looks like I clicked on it there. There we go. Jeremy Allaire, Brendan Ike, Bill Barheit, Mike Belshie, Alex Mashinsky, Halsey Meyer, guys who made it great and did really great in the internet boom. Now they're here in crypto. I hope you see what's happening here. These people see the same opportunity, even a greater opportunity than what was in the first stage of the internet, guys. And obviously we're headed to Web3 and crypto, blockchain, NFTs, DeFi, metaverse, all of that is going to be part of it. So bullish times ahead. I want to end it here by showing you that chart again of the internet versus crypto adoption. I hope it's sinking in what is taking place here, that you will have more opportunities to make money here. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. I don't want to say, hey, this is definitely going to happen, but we are on track, same way the internet was getting adoption and internet technologies. And I think we're going to move at a faster pace, of course. And we are seeing adoption just like we saw with the internet, guys. It's amazing what's taking place. So don't miss these opportunities. I hope you, if you're on the fence about crypto, that you take a position before you miss this opportunity of a lifetime. There's never been anything like this where there weren't any gatekeepers and you didn't have to be an accredited investor. You can put $50 in Bitcoin or Ether and XRP. You're part of the asset class. Never been anything like that before. So guys, let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.